Chronicles, Gospels, prophets, sages, Leviticus, laws to pause, find phrases, turning them corners, your spiritual mazes. Genesis to Revelation, so divine. Flip them scripts, endless grace you'll find. Psalms singing sweet, unbroken lines, hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision, Ezekiel's figures. Walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound. Plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound. Heavenly soundtrack, soul serving sound. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? No shortcuts, all divine routes. Listen to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learning perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the never blessings, pastor with skill. Scripture flip, every verse fulfilled.
Through the word, every verse, every chapter, nothing unheard. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. 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 Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick.
All right. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to go see what miles we can get done today. We're at 464. And Driven by Faith, welcome in, buddy. Good to have you here. We're going to try to see what we can get done today. I don't think we're going to get 35 miles in today. Probably not. But if we can get a nice 15 or so, we will be able to knock out 20 tomorrow and get to our goal of 500. So that's definitely on the plan for today. It's going well. Only issue I have is a little bit of a flare up on my back. That's from doing the ride of 50 last Sunday. So it depends on the wind and pulling. So we're going to go get a ride in now. Let me get over to this. Make sure we got this working. It's okay. I just need to. It's a injury from having dislocated ribs in my back, and those muscles are still weak. And every once in a while, if I overdo it, they flare up. So I'm glad it took almost to the end to have problems with it. So a couple of days this week we shortened our ride because of it. But we're going to go get a good hour ride in today, maybe a little more. Oh, you know what? I double check that I have music playing. I don't know that I like start on the music. I opened it, but did I start it? I get distracted. So there we go. Now there's music. Any plans for you today? Got anything going on? Anything fun? All right, gonna put this down while I get the gimbal attached. All right. There we are. We'll get out of the garage, shut the door, and we'll be on our way. Nice day today. It is bright and sunny. So I think we'll be okay temp-wise. I was a little nervous, but I think we'll be okay. I somewhat debated putting my jacket on, but it probably would be too hot. Oh, we got wind. It's not bad though. I mean, as far as temp. So that's at least good. I think we'll try something new today, maybe. Let's see. I shouldn't say new, but we haven't gone out this way. Or maybe we have. I don't remember. Trying to watch the flag over there and see if I can catch headwind or crosswind. Can't quite catch it. So apparently soccer game going on over there. But at least it's a nice day. If you're stuck watching kids play something outdoors, regardless of what it is. And I mean stuck because of skill level and not for entertainment value, just for I'm going to support them, which I'm all about. So we did come back on this road the last ride we did with a sunset, and I'm feeling the headwind coming straight on. It's rolling on down this road. But I was trying to get a good sense of how much crosswind it is, if it's coming from the south, how bad that would be headed north and coming back. So anyway, we'll get a ride in today. Just play around a little bit, tool around, do a couple of side roads. Slow and steady, we'll get this 500 done by tomorrow. We'll still ride Monday, Tuesday, but 500's the goal. I was mentally trying to think, what if I needed to do 500 or 50 on Sunday again, like last week? But don't plan on it. 25 probably tomorrow, honestly, is what I'll do. Let's go get a couple hour ride in. Well, we'll see if we get any turkeys up here. There's a nice section where we often see turkeys. We've seen them several times as we've gone past here. There is a fake horse on this side of the road, and I tell you what, every once in a while it just catches me as it's real, because I'm going through the trees, or I see it through the trees just pop, and it looks like it's moving because it crosses from between the trees. So it looks like it's an animal that's moving. It's, oh, that's that statue horse. Nasty pothole right here. And mega headwind. I'm wondering if we get closer to the lake, but we do not go down the valley, how much we lose connection. I don't know. Not gonna try that till after we're done with our 500. Then maybe we'll try that someday. If I head out this way, roll past the golf course, just don't hit the down to the beach section. Could be a thing. Maybe it'll work. A lot of debris. I should say debris, it's trees and stuff, roots and stuff, blocking off all of this to make sure there's no trespassing going on. And then even going into the woods to the side to make sure no one sneaks around there and tries to get into that area. All right, we got a first, well, I shouldn't say first, this is the second stand. We already passed one. Oh, and I should have showed you. I could have, well, it was on the left. It looks like they actually got something there. Good little gourds, little pumpkins. There are a few houses along, like this one, that looks like it has been abandoned, and I wonder, like, okay, why? Is it someone trying to rent it and unsuccessful? Somebody, like, here's another one. Like, you can look at the lawn, has not been mowed all year. Like, okay, so is this their second home and they didn't get up here this year? Or have they gone into like a nursing home or something, but still own the property? And it's just curious. As there definitely a lot of people that could use a place to live, affordable house. There's another couple of zinnia bloom in there, I guess. That's what it says. We'll have to walk on that road. Gonna get a car zipping on around us. This road did get a resurface a few years ago with the tar and chipstone, and it was all right for a while. It's starting to show again. Wearing out in different sections, and some of those may be from snowplow scraping stuff or catching something. And all right, so beautiful day though. Got to figure out my list of to-dos. I got some VODs I need to get edited. Okay, there's one. Need to go back and work on, oh, that's what I need. I need to work on the second document. I got mine close enough. Let's go work on the second document. That's what I need to do later today. Okay. Maybe we'll co-work for a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. We did some co-working yesterday. I got quite a bit done. The funeral was very nice. Yeah, just packed out funeral. You love to see that aspect of somebody that impacted lots of people. And to have your brother stand eggs, $4. Have your brother stand up and say, the best thing about you is your kindness. Wow. Wow, that was really, really powerful to hear that. That the theme of a kind and good person, which he was, but I can't imagine my brother standing up and saying that about me or my brother or my sisters. Don't think so. It's not the kind of relationship we have or that they would see or whatever. Oh, that's what I was gonna do earlier. Bummer. Brain fart. I was gonna go collect goldenrod. Thinking at the last couple of, well, I don't know if it was still harvestable there or not, but I was gonna go over when I was in the artisan market to the one area where there's lots of perennial or flowers. I should just say flowers because I don't know if they're perennial or annual. And try to harvest some goldenrod. So all right, a bit of a little bit downhill here. Creek down there, creek, whatever. I don't know what it actually is. Stream, not a river. Golf on the left. Looks like checking the yardage there to make sure that they've got the right club for the job. Johnson takes a swing and holy moly, missed. It's still on the tee. Do you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? Just totally whiffed. I don't know, I'm not watching, I'm just making it up. All right, suddenly got a bunch of traffic here. We're not gonna go that much further. We are getting a headwind. I am curious if we were to go all the way to the end of this road, if we would pixelate, but I don't want to take that risk. All right, golfing on the left, corn on the right. Many places I've lived, this is the way it is. A few places there was no room for corn. The golf courses, ooh, bunch of geese. The golf courses would have ran through subdivisions. I lived a few places where that happened, but most of the time golf courses were or are out of town. It's only when town expands that you end up with the golf courses in the middle of town sometimes, or with brand new. Yeah, a couple of them were running through subdivisions and crossing streets. They were built and designed together. So that seemed really, really weird to me in some places. Like, I don't know that I want people teeing off and smashing my window. Some level, it is inevitable. Woo! This is a bumpy road. See if we cheat over a little bit to smoother area. All right, so we haven't done this section one time coming from the other direction after we chased the sunset. We didn't go farther than this road up here on the right. I had half a mind to go a little further. We'll see. As
soon as it tells me if chat disconnects, I will turn around. So it's kind of a clue that there's some issues on the signal if chat ends up disconnected. So I feel like that might happen before signal of pixelation. Oh, no, that's right. It goes gravel right here. We're not going down to gravel, so I guess this is it. I thought maybe it would go slightly further. It's gravel. We're not going. All right. So there we go. That was like 3 miles. Something like that. I don't know. We get downhill, but the road is crummy, so far it hasn't been too bad. All right, thank you, Driven. Yeah, like I say, if I get further to the lake, then I'll get some pixelation. Too far away from the cell towers when you get to the lake, it'll try to connect you to Wisconsin, which makes no sense because Wisconsin is a lot farther away. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a little stroll this way. Let's go up and see some cows, and then we'll turn around. That'll be as close to the lake as I want to venture. We're not going to go all the way along. I don't want to push it, but I think we can go up just past the golf course here. That is definitely a headwind there. Woo! You get these angled winds, and so you end up with a head crosswind in 2 different directions. So we're going south, and it's out of the southwest. We were going west, and it was out of the southwest. So we had a cross headwind coming out, and we got a cross headwind again. Get a few trees in here will hopefully give us a little bit of protection. But then we'll pop out by the clubhouse, and we'll be having issues then. There's a threesome getting ready to tee off there. There's the twosome dragging their clubs behind them. Ooh, heard something in the grass there. I do not know what it was. All right, we got a lot of people out trying to get their golf in. There you can see the flag. And 15. Oh, there we go. That's a nice 20 plus breeze. Ad break is finished. All right, we got cows gonna be up here on the right. bacon wrapped cows, if you like that descriptor of them. I like that descriptor of them, it sounds yummy. Other people might choose to call them Oreo cows. I don't like Oreos, so I don't usually call them that. Yeah, they're a bit far away from the road today. I don't know if you can see them. They are black with a white stripe around the center. I'm sure there's an actual name for that kind of cow. I do not know what it is. All right, we'll get another shot here to take a peek at them, and then we'll turn around up ahead and get off this road farther away from the lake so that hopefully we don't lose any signal. Oh, ooh. For sale. Since I moved here, and I really would have loved to have bought one of them, but the lot itself was more than the lot in my house, so that was not a possibility for me to even consider. Actually, you know what, let's go a little bit further, so not trying to turn around the corner. And this is a section where I have seen deer coming in and out of people's driveways. So we're going here to one of the driveways, and then we'll just whip a Yui back. It'll be a wolf in the corner enough. Nobody gets around faster, and I don't know they're there. Ah, see, there's a car turning up there. Okay. Right, now, hopefully, we'll have a little bit of a tailwind for a while. Take another venture through some trees when we get a little further. A couple miles down the road, we'll venture that, do that for a couple of miles, come back, see what we got for today. I like that they are cutting back the road here. You come around the curve, through the corner a bit. That would be helpful. Oh, there's some pretty goldenrod right there. All right. I mean, this is just so gorgeous to drive around and right past. Crosswind, tailwind, but gotta remember to do that. I need to text somebody. I like how they're advertising UPS, here's an address. Well, what if it's the post office? Is it not an address then? What if it's FedEx? It's kind of weird. They say UPS. Unless that's some happens to be their initials, which would be really weird. Or unless their last name is Ups, which never heard of that as a last name, but I suppose it's possible. It's a fun looking barn, I think. All right, so I wonder if we're gonna get more speed when we turn east, or I mean more wind speed than we have behind us now. It's trying to figure out if it's more west or more south. That flag makes me think it's more out of the south. Yeah, those definitely look like they're more out of the south. We got some crows. You're going to eat crow. I don't know why that, where does that phrase come from? That's an interesting phrase. Corn right there is super dry. Oh no, it's not all uniform. There's some green there. That's why they haven't started harvesting yet. It's not green enough, or it's not brown enough. That one section is. Must be getting a lot of wind off of the golf course then. Got a squirrel. All right, so when we went past here earlier, oh, we got a couple of barn quilts there. I don't know if you can see, there is a dilapidated barn in the woods there. Used to be standing a couple years ago, just abandoned, left to nature to knock it down. Or to just leave. Bit of a hill. Woo, turkey got clobbered there. Munched all up. I don't know if you could see it off the road. There's a carcass. And that's the reason I don't take this road so often. But it seemed good today to me to do it. All right, we're gonna turn, head back south into the wind. I don't know if this is a 2-mile run, probably something like that. further north, past the line. Do that. We'll take it another half mile north when we turn around, and we'll take a smoother road. Well, either way, we end up with a half mile of bumpy garbage. But let's do that. You know what I might do? Here's a fun thing that we might do. It won't happen tomorrow because we'll be hitting the 500 mile tomorrow, but maybe Monday, Tuesday, what we do is put a redeem in there for tell me which way to go. Left, right, straight. Left, right, straight. There might not be all of the options, but when I come to the next decision, you get to tell me left, right, or straight. I'll tell you what I would normally go, and then you can make your decision of changing it. Or maybe it's just that, change direction. It's just a redeem, change direction. Yeah, I definitely feel the wind in my face, cool breeze in my hair. How's that go? I don't know the song. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that's what we do Monday, Tuesday. We're gonna do that. We're gonna celebrate 500 miles. I'll have to figure out the value of the redeem. I'll make it have to be 10-minute cool down or something so that we actually go in a direction before somebody switches again. And it means we won't be taking the bike path for that. Now up here, I'm not exactly sure what this little stand is. I've never seen them put any food in the stand, which makes me think, oh, it's probably a bus stop. So it's probably for their kids to stand for the bus stop. But why wouldn't you put sides on it if it's for the kids? Like, the wind is gonna wrap around. So why wouldn't you have 3 sides there? I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to do a cool down of 10 minutes and then we make the decision and we go that way. And if it's, you know, a mile, 2 miles, well, I don't want them piling up. And yeah, I guess that's one reason we can't take the bike trail. There won't be enough side roads. The other thing will be clear is I'm not taking gravel roads, so you couldn't tell me right here, turn down that gravel. That's actually a driveway, but still, we're not turning down gravel. All right. Now I know what song was the lyrics are trying to pop in my head. Is Hotel California. Cool wind in my hair, up a light in the distance, I shot a simmering light. My heart grew heavy and my sights were dim, had to stop for the night. Then there's a private road, we would not go down that one. The other side was gravel, so it's straight and this will be fun. Ooh, person walking. I was like, all of a sudden I could see the bottom of their outfit because it was dark. And I'm like, ooh, what's that? Couldn't quite see their bright colored shirt. It kind of blended in. And she's walking and talking on her phone. So yeah, like, so this section here that we just hopped on is 1.5 miles, 2 miles, something like that, and there's no option. So that's why we'd have to have at least a 10-minute cool down. I might need to do 15. I don't really want to do 15, but I don't want somebody to use it and then not be able to have me turn. All right, we're coming up on an old school, which is a church. Gone down this way a couple of times, but old elementary building. It is now a church. They have a food closet, or not a food closet, they have a clothes closet in there. They do have some food too. I don't fully know the extent of what they do or don't do. A nice bright sunny day. I think we will not just turn around at this road, but we'll go straight down to the no outlet, which I've never done, and we'll take a look at the lake and turn around. Of course, unless it's gravel, then we won't. And this road, which I take and have taken often, does have a couple of really big valleys. And speed-wise, I lose signal, and close to lake-wise, I lose signal. So we'll see if we get lucky here. Pull up to the dead end, which I'm going to assume turns to gravel at the dead end, and get a good look at the lake. Oh no, I'm wrong. It does not turn. But I am not going to tackle that today. Let me give you a more in close view. There we go, down there to the lake. Beautiful. That would be a pain in my butt coming up, and I don't want to aggravate my back this close to get my 500 miles. Because pulling up that hill, I'm sure would. Well, we would probably lose signal too, honestly. I know a couple people that live out this way. All right, and we'll head back down this road, and I know a couple people that live on this road, so. Yeah, at least 3 people in that general vicinity right there. I'm gonna be the man that masticates his food. I'm getting ready for the 500 miles. All right, yeah, definitely starting to feel we got a breeze behind us. We'll have a nice little ride for a few miles. No, we're in no hurry today. Hope everybody's enjoying the views. I love riding around here. It is more exciting when we do run into animals. And it is more fun to watch a sunset, but regardless of that, this is just beautiful. So that one sign there is really old. I don't know if you can see this. Private property, no hunting or trespassing allowed. But the or is so tiny, and there's a part of me that wants to go and cross out the or. So it says no hunting, trespassing allowed. I mean, that'd be funny. I don't want to vandalize, but you know, it'd be funny. Deer. Somebody clip that. Oop, another one. Shoot. Oh well, that was cool. Exclamation point clip. Yeah, I don't know how to make that work so that it would clip. That's a great idea though. I bet you could. Lurking can't stay on your way to work. You didn't let you raid you. Went to, why wouldn't it let you raid you? Yeah, I said clip that. There was a deer. So I don't have a command for that. I mean, I don't know how to make that command work. I probably could explore that. Wonder why it wouldn't let you raid me. That's weird. Says setting didn't work. I don't know. Well, we're over half over, so we won't be here that long for you while you're at work. So, but appreciate the lurk and the support as always. Oh yeah, you did because you've seen it. Yeah, I will have to figure out how that works and work on setting that up because that's a great idea. And it might just be a bot command, it might be something else I gotta set up, I don't know. Like none of the bot commands are intuitive to me. They're just not. I copy them from somebody else that knows what they're doing. And then once they're working, I can modify them to do other stuff. But choose left, right, straight. At some point, instead of having people keep making me turn, maybe I need to do it as a gift sub or a sub redeem. Then you get to do it instead of channel points, or I set it really high channel points. Because if you're gonna give me subs to keep riding, hey, look, we could do that. All right, it's a crummy road, so I normally don't take it. We did come through the other way earlier this week. It's a bunch of patch on top of patches here. This road needs tarred and chipped on top. And you can see this is what half of those other roads that are tarred and chipped would look like underneath. So when you tar and chip them after a couple years, it gets back to the same condition, just with a little extra layer on top. All of this bumpiness starts to resurface. Got someone mowing the lawn. So you can see I'm riding in the center of the road because it is the smoothest part. Has the least amount of potholes in it. All right, now we're gonna turn for home. Get on a much more recently redone road, and now we got some smoothness. And there's a great lake. Well, how late did you sleep in, buddy? Maybe you took a nap and just woke up. Well, it's daylight again. Looks like a Santa laying there behind the trees. Somebody either just threw it back there when they're done, or they just store it there. I don't know. There's a Santa back there. Yellow caterpillar. Do not like those. Can't remember what they grow into, but they like to, I've had a couple on my blueberries before. They like to forage the whole thing down. The gypsy moths that are really the problem. I heard that, I guess they're gonna call them spongy moths now, and I'm thinking, it's been that name for a really, really long time. I'm just gonna try to remember it, but to begin with, when they started saying places are spraying for spongy moths, I had no idea. I'd never heard of a spongy moth. And I do not know the origin of why it's called a gypsy moth. That, you know, that maybe it was a derogatory way to identify it. I just always thought it was like this one that had traveled and was places where it wasn't native. So kind of like there is no homeland. All right, maybe we'll get some animals up here. This is often a sight. We see turkeys up here just after this corn on the right, or a little ways further on the left. If they're on the left, they'll be out in the field, hard to see. That is a lawn that they often are in right there on the right. Did not see any. It's not really the right time of day for turkeys. Neither. Ooh, we got some apples on the left here. That one tree is all covered with, I don't know if that's yellow delicious or, but like, but I know apple. I did watch a video the other day, so just thinking about apples, like they just were taking a gallon of water, putting apples inside of it. They didn't cut them, they just put the apples in there, and then they'd let the apples do a simple fermentation, not turn into wine or vinegar or anything. They would just do that, and then you drink the water off. But I don't know enough about it. Was curious about it, but I don't know enough about it. So it's amazing in some of these like yards out here with the trees all over, like just how green that lawn is there. It's like it's got all, like that guy has got to spend hundreds of dollars on fertilizer to get that lawn to be that green. Just look at everybody else's. You're in the trees, you're in the shade, there ain't that much sun. Now that yard's got a big open space, but it's also got patches and clover, so that one makes sense. That one's a pretty decent looking lawn for around here. You can see that is not a smooth yard at all. Those yards are bumpy. And they've been here a long time, and they didn't care entirely about having it look like a golf course. Well, it hasn't been super exciting after the deer, but still beautiful out here. Like these set of trees here, I just want to cut all those dead branches off. I'm like, come on, man, clean that up. It's a fire hazard waiting to burn up your trees if something goes wrong. All right, so we are over an hour, so we should be, you know, I'd say at least 12 miles. But let's just do a little bit more, okay? We'll go another way we haven't gone. We'll go straight at the stop sign instead of turning right. Then we'll go around the other way. Ooh, feeling that wind now. Free bike with the vast, oh, turkeys. Shoot, too fast, too fast. Wasn't expecting them, I got caught up looking at the bike. Some hydrangeas there on the right. Small little bunch. We've ridden past some that go up as high as 12 feet or more. So this would be a place where we could do a lot of turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left. We could do that. It's not gonna be fun or exciting really, just making me turn, but prime truck, and I saw a kid riding his bike. I really love riding past little kids riding their bike and give them a thumbs up or salute or something. It's like, yeah, that guy on the bike, he thought I'm cool and my bike is cool. I like doing that. All right, we got that little bit of headwind there. And this is a big friction road. All right, it should be like Green Street or something, I think. Catholic Church up here on the right, and over exuberant Halloween on the left. At least they waited until last week to put stuff up this year. Last year, September 1st, they had their Halloween decorations out. I kid you not, September 1st. They do not know how to control their dog. They do not have a trained dog. And they just let the dog do it because, well, I've got the leash and I can keep you from, no, you need to not do that. You need to get your dog to stop barking, train it. So it does that every time I ride by in the car. The dog goes nuts like that. How do you live that way? How do you let the dog live that way? It's not protecting you, which you think you do. Okay, so you want the alpha. Watch whatever Dog Whisperer, whatever that show was. I don't know. All right. We have finished our adventure for today. Adventure time is over. When I wake up, I will be awake. That's how being awake works. When I wake up, I won't be asleep. No, I will not be asleep once that I wake up. You know, let's think about things that are logical, because that's fun. All right. And let's finish the ride. Oh, 15 miles on the dot. That's a good deal. That feels good today. All right, let's go get an update and see what we need to do tomorrow. I do not know, well, so those that are new and do not know, this is a September challenge, okay? So we will not be riding every day once September is over. Okay, so that'll be figure out a thinking we're gonna do it won't be that Friday. I'll be in town. And even if I take my bike with, which I'm contemplating to maybe get a ride in, I do not think that I will stream it. See, I'll be at a camp. Oh, you know what I should do? I should take mountain bike. Might be more viable options. Apologies there. Okay, so let me get the screen up so you can see how many miles we are at. That if I forgot to do that, there we go. We are at 479 miles. We have 3 more days to get 21 miles. So we could do 7 miles a day if we wanted to be lazy. We could do 21 miles tomorrow, which sounds like a good plan. So that'll be the plan, is 21 miles tomorrow. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I know I was saying maybe we'll do some co-working. I'm feeling like I just probably need to focus on doing the work, not on co-working. So that probably is going to be a better plan. Oh, bummer. Oh, I need to switch glasses. That's why I'm straining.
guess we'll just start that way. So apparently I had 2 of these open, closed the wrong one first. So, oh, apologies if, oh no, it looks like it's muted. All right, we'll find somebody to raid. Johnny Darko hanging out, buddy. Good to see ya. Even if you're lurking. Okay, that's weird. It is not giving me quick filters, similar size or smaller, same category events. It's not. Search for who you follow. This is, I do not like this. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's the case. Maybe that's what Supersonic was talking about earlier, is that. So let me send you off with a blessing. We'll go raid the fish pond. So then I guess if I do decide to co-work, we can do that. May God's seeking comfort find you. May his loving arms bind you. May his might protect you. May his wisdom direct you. May the joyous love of Jesus Christ be with you and all those you know, both now and forevermore. Amen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you enjoy hanging out with me on the bike. I'll have to see if I can find the deer crossing there. That was kind of cool. And let's go and bless other people.
Flat cap on his head, he's streaming live. Reading from the book, the word so alive. A prayer in his heart that lifts the soul. In the digital world where spirits roll. Hallelujah, from the screen we scream. Join the pastor in the holy dream, spreading love with every verse he reads, planting hope like precious seeds. He's a shepherd with a virtual flock, leading us to faith around the clock. Tapping on men as we raise our hands in this sacred digital land. Don't need a pew to find the light. Through a screen he's shining bright, preaching peace and guiding us right.